Unit 2, Communicating, Lesson A, Language Learning, Page 14, Exercise 1, Vocabulary, Language Learning Tips. Tips for successful language learning. To remember vocabulary.
Make flashcards. Keep a vocabulary notebook.
To increase speaking fluency.
Talk with native speakers. Talk to yourself out loud.
To improve listening comprehension.
Watch online video clips. Watch movies with subtitles.
Page 14, Exercise 2, Language in Context, Improving Communication Skills.
Mr. Phillips, I hope you've been enjoying your vacation, and I hope you haven't forgotten your English. So, what have you been doing recently to improve your English?
Luisa. Hello, Mr. Phillips. Hi, everybody. I've been reading magazines and comic books in English.
Mr. Phillips. Excellent!
Jen, I've been making vocabulary flashcards. They really work. And I've been keeping a vocabulary notebook.
Marcus. I've been chatting online in English.
Mr. Phillips. Fantastic! Have you been doing anything to improve your speaking?
Pedro, I have. Omar and I have been studying conversations with native speakers. We were nervous about it at first, but we've been making new friends that way.
Luisa. I've been having the best conversations of all. I've been talking to myself out loud in front of a mirror.
Marcus. Very funny.
Mr. Phillips. But very helpful, too. Good job, everyone. I'll see you in class on Monday.
Page 15, Exercise 3, Grammar, Present Perfect Continuous. Use the present perfect continuous to emphasize the duration of an action that is in progress. How long, recently, and lately are often used with the present perfect continuous.
What have you been doing recently?
I've been reading magazines.
How long has he been writing in his notebook?
He's been writing in it for about a month.
Have they been talking to native speakers lately?
Yes, they have. No, they haven't.
Remember, some verbs are not usually used in the continuous form.
Believe. Belong. Forget. Hate. Hope. Know. Like. Love. Need. Own. Remember. Want.
Lesson B. One possibility is Page 16, Exercise 1, Interactions, Interests, and Options, Part B.
Excuse me, do you have a minute?
Of course, Ralph. What's up?
Well, I'm trying to find a way to learn English idioms. Can you help me?
Well, how about taking one of our conversation courses? I know Ms. Davis teaches a lot of idioms.
Okay.
But why are you so interested in idioms?
Oh, a friend and I were making plans, and he said, let's play it by ear. I asked him to repeat it, but I still didn't understand.
I see. Well, play it by ear means you don't make plans ahead of time. You decide what seems best at the time.
Oh, I know that now. I looked it up online. But that's why I need to learn idioms.
Part C. Expressing interest.
I'm trying to find a way to learn English idioms. I'm interested in a way to learn English idioms. I'm looking for a way to learn English idioms.
Offering options.
How about taking one of our conversation courses? One possibility is taking one of our conversation courses. You might want to consider taking one of our conversation courses.
Page 17. Exercise 2. Pronunciation. Unreleased final consonant sounds. Part A.
Film club group discussions. Intermediate conversation. Advanced grammar. Academic listening. Travel blog writing. Test prep course.
Part B.
Create flashcards. Read books in English. Set realistic goals. Memorize verb tenses. Join group discussions. Write a blog for practice.
Page 17. Exercise 3. Listening. Fun classes.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Well, I've been thinking about taking an English class. I'm interested in something fun, a little unusual, you know?
Well, we have lots of classes. Are you looking for something in the morning, the afternoon?
In the afternoon, I think.
Okay. Well, one possibility is taking our English and food class.
English and food?
Yes, you learn about cooking. Students cook and eat in class. Oh, and sometimes the teacher takes the class out to restaurants.
Maybe. What else do you have?
How about taking English and music?
Music? Really?
Yes. You listen to songs in English, and then you discuss them. Sometimes you watch music videos with subtitles. At the end of the class, everyone sings a song in English.
That's a possibility, I suppose.
Or you might want to consider dramatic English.
Dramatic English? You mean you use drama to learn English?
Exactly. You memorize plays.
Whole plays?
Well, no. Parts of plays. You read plays such as Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Then you choose one play and perform part of it for the school.
Okay. Well,
Or you could take movies today.
you watch movies and discuss them?
Right. And you also write movie reviews, so you get some writing practice. You can post your reviews online. The teacher has a special web page just for that. And you get to visit a local film festival.
That sounds great. I like that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's in the evening.
What about the dramatic English class?
Yes, that's in the afternoon, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 2 to 3:30.
That's good.
Okay, well, just fill in this form and we'll get started.
Lesson C. Have her text me. Page 18. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Communicate or not. Part A. 1.
Answer the phone. C.
2.
Call someone back. C.
3.
Don't check voicemail. A.
4.
Ignore a text. A.
5.
Leave someone a voice message. C.
6.
Let the call go to voicemail. A.
7.
Respond to an email. C.
8.
Screen your calls. A.
9.
Turn off the phone. A.
10.
Update your status online. C.
Page 18. Exercise 2. Conversation. Where's Beth? Part A.
Hello?
Hi, Akemi. It's Pete.
Oh, hi, Pete. How are things?
Good. Thanks. Listen, have you seen Beth? I've left her a lot of voice messages, but she hasn't returned my calls.
That's strange. Maybe she's busy and just isn't checking her voicemail.
She's probably screening her calls. It's too bad, because I really need to ask her to help me with something.
Have you tried emailing her?
Several times, but so far she's ignored my emails and my texts. That's not like her.
You know, I usually see her at the gym on Sundays.
Oh, really? Could you ask her to call me back or to text me?
Sure, I can do that.
Part B.
Hello?
Hi, Pete. It's Beth.
Beth! I've been calling you all week. Is everything okay?
I'm fine. I went camping for a few days and I didn't take my phone.
Oh, I was worried. Did you have a nice time?
Yeah, it was fun. And you know, it was nice not to talk on the phone or email or text. But now I have to call everyone back and respond to a million emails and texts. Anyway, what's up?
Well, I'm planning a surprise party for Akemi and I want to invite you to come.
Thanks, I'd love to. Would you let me help with something?
Actually, I could use some help. Could you help me call people and remind them to come early?
Of course. So when is the party? And are you bringing...
Page 19. Exercise 3. Grammar. Verb plus object plus verb. Some verbs are commonly followed by an object and the base form of another verb.
Would you let me help? Please make them be quiet.
Could you have her text me? Please help me call people.
Some verbs are commonly followed by an object and an infinitive. To plus verb.
I invited you to come. I'll ask her to help me. Would you tell her to call me? Could you remind them to come early?
Lesson D. Modern Communication. Page 20. Exercise 1. Reading. Too much information.
Computers and cell phones let people communicate with each other by voice or text anytime, anywhere. The result? Too much information. So let me offer these tips. They could help you manage communication overload. Tip 1. Stick to a schedule. Do you have a calendar? Use it to schedule study times, meetings, and appointments. But also, use it to schedule times to respond to email, read status updates, and check voicemail. How about also using it to schedule quiet time? That is, set aside time for no email, no texts, no phone calls, nothing. Then stick to it. Tip 2. Text or phone call. Texts are great for short messages, but not for long messages with emotional content. Phone calls are fine when you want a more personal touch, but not when you need to save information about a conversation. In those cases, an email or a letter may be better. Tip 3. Let it ring. You don't have to answer every phone call. If you don't want to talk, screen your calls and let the caller leave a message. Or turn off your phone. The same is true for text messages. It's usually okay to make people wait for your answer. Tip 4. Keep your inbox empty. After you've answered an email, delete it or file it. If you need to save an email, create folders for school, for work, for friends. Find a way to organize your messages that works for you and follow it. Tip 5. Pick one primary network. Many people have a profile on a social network site like Facebook. Some people have profiles on many different sites. Choose one site as your primary place to communicate with people. Keep your profiles on the other sites, but check those sites less frequently. Tip 6. Choose your friends carefully. If you belong to a social network site, are all your friends on the site real friends and family? Or are some just casual acquaintances or even strangers? Limit the number of friends you welcome into your social network, and you will limit communication overload from people you don't care about.
Page 21. Exercise 2. Listening. Communication preferences.
Lynn, are you going to answer that? I think that's your phone.
No, I'll just let it go to voicemail.
Lynn, I never see you talking on your phone.
Well, I don't really like to talk on the phone. I prefer texting. It's fast, cheap, and easy.
Really? I don't like texting.
So, Alex, do you text a lot?
Not really. I prefer talking on the phone.
Why? Everybody texts these days.
Maybe so, but I like talking on the phone because I can talk to the person right away.
So that's why you hardly ever answer my texts.
Very funny. I answer your texts sometimes, but feel free to call me anytime.
What are you, Anita? Are you a phone person or a text person?
Neither. I love social networking online.
Really? Are you on a lot of networking sites?
I guess so. I have my primary one for friends and family, but I'm also on a job site and a few other social sites.
Interesting. Why do you prefer social networking?
Oh, because I can communicate with a lot of people at the same time.
What do you mean?
You know, I can update my status or post recent pictures, and everyone can see what I've been doing lately.
I'm not sure I like social networking.
Well, what do you like, Dean? I mean, how do you like to communicate?
I used to like email and texting, but not anymore. Now I prefer talking to people, face to face.
Talking to people? Face to face? How old-fashioned.
Oh, come on. I like it because it's more personal. The other stuff is okay, but, well, look at us. What we're doing right now is so much better.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Me too. And I think from now on... Oh, hold on. I'm getting a text.